I was just on YouTube, and there was a rabbi saying something. He's going ballistic. And he starts talking about there's so much fear in the world. So I answered him and I said, there's no fear in my world. I live in Tzfat, very close to the northern border, and I live in a state of imperturbable peace. There's no fear in the animals who live here. Do they look afraid to you? Birds are flying by singing. They don't look afraid to me. Those who are afraid are those who are not learning Torah correctly, and they're creating horrors for themselves. I've told you again and again and again. Higuim lo nechonim mecholelim goyim ma'uvatim. Okay? If you're not living in peace, if the Gentiles in your world have anti-Semitism in their hearts and bad attributes and so forth and so on, you have nobody to blame but your own incorrect interpretation. It's you bringing it into the world. When we learn Torah correctly, this is the way the world looks. I want you to understand something. I'm not giving away any state secrets because this is known to everybody. This is the main road that leads to the hospital. It's the northernmost hospital in Israel. By all rights, they should have blown this area to smithereens. If you're looking at things purely strategically, this would be the place to hit. I'm not giving away secrets. This is known to everybody. But there's nothing like that happening here, because there's somebody who's living here who's learning Torah correctly. So my answer to you, Rabbi, is that no, there isn't so much fear in the world. There's so much fear in your world. And there's so much fear in the worlds of the rabbis who, like you, are learning Babylonian BS instead of Torah. Thank you for listening. And thank you for enjoying the piece. You see it? Isn't it great? Look. Look at what the world can look like. I keep saying this again and again. There isn't one rabbi, not one, that I know of. There may be some that are considering it quietly and keeping it to themselves because they're cowards. There isn't one rabbi who's come to me and said to me, Giveret Otan, you're right. The proof is in the pudding. Your world looks like it looks, and our world looks like it looks. Evidently, you're right. No, they'll go down to the bitter end suffering rather than turn to real Torah. And that is the sign of a true Rasha. According to the rabbis themselves, the sign of someone who is truly evil is they'll be standing on the precipice of the pit, and they still will not repent of their evil ways. Can I tell you? My job is to tell you the truth. Whether or not you accept it, you know, it's like the horse and the water, and we've heard this before. Thanks for listening.